Welcome back to Public Affairs on Peach. We continue our look at fall festivals with the Georgia Apple Festival, which has been going on for 47 years. Paige Green is the president and CEO of the Gilmer County Chamber of Commerce, and her side job, actually, is the Georgia Apple Festival manager.
Yes.
We appreciate you this morning coming all the way from Ellijay.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Now, folks know they need to hit the apple orchards about now before the festival's in full swing over the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
Over the next 2 weekends, though, you'll be having this one.
We actually, the Apple Festival is the 13th and 14th and 20th and 21st, so we're about 15 days away. But we've actually been picking apples since about the end of July.
All right, so tell us about the apples that are at the orchard.
So we in Ellijay grow about 28 to 30 different varieties. There's actually 2,500 grown in the United States.
Wow.
Only 100 commercially though, but so you'll have a variation at the different orchards. Each one kind of has a specialty apple as well. But we have 4 apples that you can go, or 4 orchards that you can go out and pick in as well.
Okay, I'm not very good with my apples. When I go to the store,
I
see
wasn't
pretty
10 years
apples.
ago. So.
Yeah. So what should we be looking for a really good apple?
So the best thing to know is especially get locally grown, if you can at all. The one thing to know about locally grown is they're not going to last as long as the ones you get in the grocery store because they don't have the preservatives, they're not waxed, they're not kept in cold storage, they're actually fresh. As well. So typically I would say, I don't buy them out of the grocery store, so I can't tell you what to look for. But we typically, anything that you get from one of our local orchards would be very good. So
now's the time to come out to the orchard and start picking. We have to pick, right?
Yeah, well, you don't have to, but it certainly is a great way to make those memories. We have second generation now that are bringing their kids because they grew up picking apples as well. So, and a little secret, a lot of people think fall and they think October and they wait until end of October when things cool off. That's when you're going to have slim pickings. It is. Really, Labor Day weekend kicks off apple picking. It does. Okay. So you can come during the week. I know a lot of our school systems are on fall break. So you can come during the week to one of our orchards and then definitely on the weekends as well.
Now, you had some interesting conversation for me before we started. There are certain apples for baking and some for eating.
There are.
So if I want to make an apple crisp, I should use what type of apple?
So I recommend a couple of different ones. The Rome Beauty, actually, which is, that's this one.
Yeah.
That's a Rome Beauty. That's going to be a Red Delicious.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Close, but you can see their skins are almost very similar.
Okay.
So the Rome Beauty actually is a great baking apple because it has such a mild taste. The heat and the baking actually brings out the flavor a little bit more. So not typically one you would eat, you would bake with it.
I'm killing my mic, I know I am. But this is.
It's because it's a good crisp apple.
It is a crisp apple.
That's right.
Okay, this is the Rome Beauty.
Yes, the other would be a Golden Delicious, which is this one right here. A lot of people are familiar with the Golden Delicious, obviously. But if you take it and a Granny Smith, which everybody knows is a very tart apple, and mix the two together, it makes a really good flavor because you get the sweet and the tart as well. So, definitely recommend those.
And when you are picking the apples by the bushel, how do you get them?
It depends on the size of your family. Okay. You can get from a quarter peck, which is just a small bag for single or whatever, up to a bushel if you really wanted to.
And how much does it cost?
It typically depends on what size bag, because you actually purchase the bag. Several of our local orchards also have added attractions. One of them has an apple cannon that you can shoot. We have pig races, actually swimming pig races at one. We have cow trains and you can milk a cow, feed the goats.
Wow.
So there's all kinds of other attractions in addition to just picking apples.
And an antique car show, I understand.
Yes, so at the festival itself, the Apple Festival is actually an arts and crafts show. We have about 300 vendors. Okay. That'll be on site at the Lions Club Fairgrounds, 13th and 14th, 20th and 21st, as I said. We will have apple houses there. You cannot pick apples at the Apple Festival. That is one misconception that a lot of people have. But we encourage you to go out to the apple houses. And then we have, during those weekends, you can purchase, of course. You can purchase anything apple, from applesauce to apple dumplings, which are my personal favorites. They're wonderful.
And I like
with some ice cream. Oh, the best apple butter. Yes, definitely great apple butter as well. So we have the antique car show and we have a parade, of course.
And who can be in the parade?
Anyone.
Are people usually dressed up, or is it just?
It depends. A lot of our school groups are in the parade. Of course, a lot of antique car shows. Actually, the Shriners come up. and bring lots of fun cars, little motorcycles, things like that. So it's actually a fun, just great celebration of fall parade.
I love it. As folks are getting ready for all their parties, Halloween.
Yes.
Apple bobbing contests.
Yes.
Which are
the
good
health
for that.
department does
I know.
not.
They don't do that anymore. And I used to always be first.
I know. You always wanted to be first. And you had to dunk your head completely. It was not apple bobbing if you didn't.
Cute.
So I guess the secret to that is you would want a really soft apple so that you could sink your teeth into it. Don't go with a crisp apple. So, and speaking of crisp, that's the Honey Crisp, and that's everybody's favorite.
This one.
Yes.
And this one is the?
That is Golden Delicious, Red Delicious.
And those are the same over there.
Yeah, this is the Mutsu, and then the September Wonder as well.
Oh, Mutsu.
Mutsu, which is actually one of the most diverse. It's good for eating, baking, anything. Snacks, cutting them up in salads, always great idea.
We've learned so much. Paige, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now the time actually to head out to LJ, pick those apples.
Yes.
The official Georgia Apple Festival is being held, as she said, 2 weekends, October 13th and 14th, October 20th and 21st at the LJ Lions Club Fairgrounds. For all the information, go to georgiaapplepfestival.org or check out our CBS 46 app. Thank you so much. When we come back, it's been a frightening tradition, and it's not in Norcross anymore. Ooh, look at them. We're going to get details about the new and improved Netherworld. Yeah, look at those guys. We'll be right back.